as our scholar reflection and valedictorian speech. So over to you, Benedicta, for your remarks. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Permit me to stand on existing protocols. My name is Benedicta Apoma. I'm the founder of Girls for Development Goals Foundation, and I am a Bankimun scholar studying at the MCI. Like every other scholar here, I had a dream to change the world. How, you may ask? Firstly, I wanted a master's degree in an internationally recognized university and to study a subject that would bridge my background in health and my passion for the UN SDGs. And the Bankimun Scholarship gave me all of that and more. For Shalom Bekele from Ethiopia, his dream is to recycle waste to generate energy and income, while Keola, a PhD student from Morocco, is concerned about efficient waste management using technologies. As for Emmanuel from Ghana, his heart beats after increasing food production through biochar and biochar co-composting as an attempt to manage agricultural waste. Alemo from Ethiopia cares about reducing graduate unemployment through raising awareness and equipping young people with skills suited for the labor market. Ismail, who is also from Ethiopia, is working to reduce child pedestrian injuries through education, advocacy, youth and children inclusiveness. Esther is promoting climate-friendly cooking. David, plastic waste management, and Anna from Ghana is passionate about the management of household waste. Kayla and I are both studying at the Management Center Innsbruck in Austria, and Kayla's project, which you already learned about, called Found Her, advocates for gender equality through podcasts and conversation. The impact of the war in Ukraine actually motivated my project. Refugee women have worse sexual reproductive health outcomes than those of the host population. Also, religious and social cultural factors deter refugee women from accessing or applying sexual reproductive health information or knowledge. My project idea was to create conversations with these women and their social worker and to debunk the myths around the topic, which is in line with the 2014 WHO framework for ensuring human rights in the provision of contraceptive information and services. I worked with women from the Iglis camp in Innsbruck as it plays host to only women, refugees and their children. I gained some insights about how the refugee camps in Innsbruck are organized, the very important role social workers play, especially in their access of healthcare services. The camp is located up the hill in the woods, so climbing up and down the hills during my visits was a part of my learning experience. It was interesting to learn from the different unique situations of each woman and how much of sexual reproductive health services they have accessed since they arrived at the camp. I also will be working on the same topic for my master's thesis and will continue to advocate for women and children, women and girls, to access sexual reproductive health services irrespective of their status or culture. We live in a world of interconnectivity, you will agree with me, and this underscores the establishment of the United Nations and other world organizations like the World Bank, International Monetary Fund, the World Trade Organizations, etc. Thus, my fellow scholars and I are grateful for the opportunity given us to upgrade our knowledge in our chosen fields. We are equally grateful to the Bankimun Global Citizens Leadership Partners, the University of Bordeaux, RELEX for broadening our knowledge on the interconnectedness of the SDGs, and the programs offered at the MCI for giving Kayla and I the opportunity to study in a world-class university where the motivated is mentored. To the Bankimun Center for Global Citizens, the CEO, Monica Furler, the program staff, Viola, and to the co-chair, His Excellency Ban Ki-moon and His Excellency Heis Fischer, thank you. Thank you for giving us a voice and for giving wings to our dreams. I would like to end my speech by telling you a story. It's the story of a man, an anthropologist, who was studying the customs of the Zulu tribe in South Africa. During his field work, he was mostly surrounded by children, so he decided to engage the children in a game. His idea was to examine the cultural networking of the Zulu people. So he got candies, put them in a well-decorated basket at the foot of a tree. The instruction for the children was to have a race, and whoever got to the tree first will have the whole basket of candies to him or herself. The children lined up, and when it was time to run, they held each other's hands. They ran together, they arrived at the tree together, and shared the candies amongst themselves. Stunned, the anthropologist asked them why they behaved in that manner, and they replied, Ubuntu, meaning togetherness in humanity. In other words, how can any of us be happy if all the others are sad? Today, in front of all of you, especially my fellow scholars, I say, Ubuntu. How can any of us tackle climate change without holding each other's hands? How can we achieve gender equality, zero hunger, and sustainable development without holding our hands and those of other young people across Africa, Asia, Europe, the Americas, and Oceania? On behalf of my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you profusely for bringing us together, and together we will navigate the challenges of our Mother Earth. Ubuntu! 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 Thank you.
Applause. I'm speechless. And I have tears in my eyes. Thank you so much, Benedicta, for this inspiring speech and for telling us this story that is just perfect, just the perfect match for this ceremony and this Global Citizen Scholarship. Thank you so much for summing it up so well and so gracefully. Thank you so much, Benedicta, for your words. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're not done yet, but almost. We do want to give you this extra kick of wow, because we have a product of one of our SDG micro projects